Alright, this is Mateo Chanis.
Grant Godfrey.
We're going to talk about the Peruvian food regions.
We know that Peru has many different ecosystems. We know that different foods grow better in certain parts. We know that food changes by region.
Here's some things we don't know. We don't know what kind of foods that they eat in different food regions. We don't know what the methods they use to cook the food. We don't know the most popular foods in each of the regions. We don't know what foods are available in different regions and how they're used. And then we don't know what spices they use to flavor the food. As well as our final thing that we don't know is that we don't know what kind of animals may roam in different regions.
Peruvian food regions and our questions about that. Question 1 is, what is a spice that is native to Peru? Second question, how many ecosystems does Peru have? Third question, does temperature and altitude affect the types of food that can be grown in Peru? Fourth question, what types of meat are farmed in Peru?
And then we have another 4 questions here. What is Peru's biggest food product? How far back does lomo saltado go back in history? How far back does ceviche go back in history? And what regions in Peru have cows and which have fish?
Our proposal is to create a Peruvian dish with aspects from all the different regions of Peru.
So we had to do some research. There was different regions in Peru. There was the mountains, the coast, the desert, and the jungle. There's even more than that, but we wanted to base it off a few of these for our initial research. We know that there is a large population of rainforest in Peru, but there's also a big coast along the water, so we pretty much narrowed it down to those two. So some of the main Peruvian foods that we wanted to focus on were the potatoes, the corn and the sweet corn, the corn and the sweet potatoes, lomo saltado, and ceviche.
2/3 of our target audience wanted to know where the food came from, which is a majority and will therefore be included when presenting our dish. Out of the 3 options, ceviche and fries was the number 1 choice for what we should make. When asked what the most Peruvian ingredient was, a large population of responses was potato and will therefore be a large feature in our dish.
When we asked our target audience what Peruvian foods they'd eaten and which ones they liked, and a lot of the responses had to do with lomo saltado, ceviche, and potatoes. So that fits well with our options that we've made.
These 2 questions we asked as basic level 1 questions to answer the bigger question of are people comfortable with our options, and will they answer our questions with what they actually want. And our responses prove that they were honest and not just putting answers that they weren't going to want in the end.